Aha! Welcome to the Tuesday show. My name's Ultra David.
And I'm James Chen. How's everybody going?
Tonight we're going to talk about various and sundry topics. One of them is going to be up here at Dreamhack Austin. Then we're going to talk about a couple of spiels.
Yes, we're going to try something new this week, but we'll get to that when we get to that section.
You got it. Then we're also going to talk about a newly released game, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, and also about SF30th, which has now been out for about a week, and we just wanted to chat a little bit more about it.
Right.
Then next week, and kind of starting then the next following week, is E3. There's also other stuff going on, so we'll talk a little bit about E3 speculation, other things that are coming up this weekend and in the future.
Yep.
And then other stuff. So
before we get started, just want to mention, one, I can't hear out of this ear, so it's weird. Everything sounds mono right now.
Well, hopefully it's not mono.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. But also, apparently one of the paintings fell down. One of the pictures fell down, so I'll have to re-put that up. So sorry for the OCD imbalance.
I just don't think anybody would have noticed.
You don't think so? Yeah. You don't think so?
I don't.
I mean, there's a big old blank space above your head.
I'm telling you. We'll see. We'll see what they say. But in any case, let's talk about Dreamhack Austin at the start. That was a tournament that's happened over this past weekend in Austin, Texas. We didn't go this year. We were there in the past, right?
We were there before, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, we were there in the past.
Yeah,
for sure,
okay.
For sure. It was a premiere one year.
Oh, that's right,
it was not a premiere this year.
Exactly.
It was a ranking event this year.
So we didn't go, but a lot of other people did, and it was a good tournament for Street Fighter. There was other stuff there, too.
God, most people say they didn't notice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have. Anyways, 7th place at Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. As we mentioned, this was a ranking event.
Correct.
So a lot of players showed up for this. So 7th place was Fnatic Brick.
Brick came out.
From Europe, right? From Sweden?
I believe so.
Sweden? Okay. And 7th place was also Tempo Alex Myers with Cammy. 5th place was Echo Fox Punk with Karen and Cammy, just using Cammy once as a counter pick attempt against Toy, actually. And 5th place was Jan with Abigail. 4th place, GGEA Toy, as I mentioned, with M. Bison, doing really, really well with M. Bison. Formerly part of the GOL team, Gods of Louisiana team, but now signed with GGEA. 3rd place, one of the players who was highlighted a lot in the Red Bull Proving Grounds, Terrence, with Chun-Li, getting 3rd place. 2nd place, UIU Oil King.
Yeah.
In all of his shorts glory, and he's becoming a little bit more of a ham on camera now. Cool. I actually think that's kind of cool. With Rashid and Falk.
Yeah.
A lot of Falk, actually. And the 1st place, Echo Fox, Justin Wong with Manat. Yeah. And he didn't bust out any secondary characters. He had to catch a flight, and he wanted to get there as early as...
Dang, yeah, that's what he said. Impressive. Justin looked really strong in doing so, especially against Oil King, who's been doing so well lately.
Yeah.
Over the past, I think, 3 tournaments, he's made top 3 or top 4 each time. So that's a pretty good record. And, I mean, hats off to Oil King for that, but also hats off to Justin for taking it over him.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I just think it's really funny. Like, there was the one sequence where Alex Myers and Oil King were playing against each other, and Alex Myers went to his phone and started looking up notes, and Oil King was just like...
Yeah. Did you see today that Alex said that he actually had no idea that Oil King was doing that?
Really?
And he really did not notice.
That's awesome.
He wasn't trying to ignore it, he just actually didn't notice.
He just didn't notice. That's funny.
I think that's pretty cool, though. He's pretty absorbed in what he was doing, I guess.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's also cool just that... like I said, Oil King was even doing little Falca poses, and he was cheering and stuff. I don't know. It's funny how all the Asian players, the more they get exposed to the U.S., the more silly and the more kind of fun they start to have, and I think that's fantastic.
I think it's awesome.
So,
yeah. I'm really happy for Terrence getting 3rd place there. I'd love to see him. I mean, he made top 8 at something else big this year. It's not the first one this year, so I'm happy to see that trend continues. He's very strong for sure. And same thing for Toy. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
Toy
doing
got
it with
4th
Chun-Li
place.
and Bison, by the way, which is really cool. Characters that they've been playing all along.
Right.
So character loyalty working out for them.
Really, really strong players. And you see, Punk is up there. Obviously, he's a strong player. Jan, occasionally, when he cares about Street Fighter, he makes top 8s. Basically how it goes. If he cares about Street Fighter again, then he's in top 8. It's basically how it is with whatever game he plays. That's what the top 8 is, but I just wanted to say, outside of that top 8 were players including Takeuchi, Idom, Ricky Ortiz, Tommy Two-Step, Wolf Crone, Shen Chang, Knuckle Dew got 17th place.
He got knocked into losers right away by an Alex player.
Yes, he did. Stupendous, also 17th. Chris G, also 17th. Snake Eyes, 17th. So there were lots of really strong players at this tournament. And again, I'm happy for folks like Terrence and Toy that they are the ones who ended up in the top 8 there. It's awesome.
Yeah, and with the Knuckle Dew situation, the story apparently was Twisted Riviera was the one who beat him with an Alex.
Right.
And afterwards...
Twisted Rivera.
Rivera, is it? Okay.
I believe so.
When you saw Twisted Rivera win, he was like, kind of like popping off to Knuckle Dew. Apparently he was telling Knuckle Dew, now maybe you might want to consider buying Alex because he might not actually have Alex.
He doesn't have Alex.
No, apparently Knuckle Dew just never bought Alex, so he just hasn't bothered studying the character at all.
Genius. Genius. Yeah, Broly was up there. He was 13th. Again, there were lots of strong players at this tournament, so I think it's super cool that in the top 8 were players like Brick, Jan, Toy, Terrence, who are all strong, but maybe you don't think of them as being in the same conversation as some of the ones I mentioned. So they should be.
Toy did really, really well. He beat a lot of good players, and as I mentioned, he beat Punk.
Yeah.
Right, he was one of the players that took out Punk, and Punk really looked lost in that fight. Even to I think he took him out 3-0. And then even switching to Cammy at the end, and I think it was Kazunoko or one of the Cammy players even said that they think Cammy loses the Bison, so it wasn't even necessarily a good switch. Let me see this here. Toy, 1-3 he beat Punk, 1-3. So, but yeah, I mean it's interesting, kind of the situation. Punk looks a little lost right now, but we'll get into a little bit of that, a little bit more later on in our attempted new segment here, so we're just going to try this out and see how this works.
Sure. So that was Street Fighter. There was also Dragon Ball FighterZ, which was well attended as well.
Yes, lots of strong players there. Lots and lots of strong players there. For example, in 7th place, we have Echo Fox to Kill Sage with Adult Gohan, Goku Black, and Android 16. 7th place was also KH Black with Vegeta, SSG, Blue Vegeta, Blue Goku, and Goku Black. 5th place was CANEC Greg. I actually haven't heard that name before.
Same.
With Cell Trunks and Vegeta. And 5th place was also NRG Super Noon, Kid Buu, Cell, Vegeta. 4th place, PG Nakiel with Kid Buu, Cell, Bardock. 3rd place, NRG Hook Gang God with Cell, Piccolo, and Vegeta. 2nd place, EGNY Chris G. I mean, at this point in time, it's like no question he's like the 2nd best U.S. player probably with Bardock, Trunks, and Vegeta. And fresh off of his combo breaker win, defeating Goichi, is of course 1st place, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox with Cell, Kid Buu, and Gotenks.
Sonic Fox and Goichi are definitely the 2 best. And then just after that,
Greg was the one using the piano controller.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, I saw a picture. Wow. Someone was actually just using a keyboard.
Sick.
And was playing on the keyboard.
Oh, I respect that. Okay. Makes sense to me.
That's cool.
It's like a hitbox, more or less, I guess. Especially if you're a piano player, maybe that just is like an easy transition. Anyway, I feel like those are the 2 clear best, but then right after that, I feel like is basically Dogura and Chris G. I feel like there's like 3 tiers, maybe 4 tiers of players in DBFZ. There's Sonic Fox and Goichi are definitely the 2 best.
Right.
And then I feel like just after that is Dogura, Chris G. And then there's like a dozen top players, 15 top players, something like that. And then everybody else. So I feel like it's really become noticeable who is the strongest. That said, Chris G, it was close. It was 2 sets, 3-2, 3-2. I'm sorry, that was grand finals in which Sonic Fox eliminated Chris G. It was 3-2. So it wasn't like it was just a straight up blow up. Right. There were definitely some games in there where Chris was doing good stuff, but ultimately Sonic Fox took it.
Yeah, no surprise there. No surprise at all.
So it's really interesting to see how the game has changed, and it's not just I think that the developer has changed it. Obviously, that's a big part of it, but but on top of that, the way that people play is different. I feel like neutral assists are starting to go by the wayside a little bit. You're starting to see more teams that are just Cell, Kid Buu, Gotenks, that kind of thing, where you don't even have a beam. You don't even have a Vegeta type assist because you're just confident in your ability to start mix-ups in the first place. I feel like that's becoming more common. And at the same time, you're not seeing, there's one Android 16 in here, and there's one Adult Gohan in here. They're played by the same guy.
Right.
Other than that, almost nobody at the highest level anymore plays Adult Gohan or Android 16.
Was Android 16 gone really now. That nerfed? I mean, it was just a hard knockdown on his
I don't even think that's
throw.
it. I mean, Of course that's part of it.
Right.
Of course that's part of it. But I feel like he was overrated.
You feel like he was going to get figured out anyway?
Yes. I mean, I still think that he's a pretty good character. Right? He's never going to be bad with his tool set. Yeah, I definitely think that he would have been figured out anyway, and people might have moved on anyway. I feel that same way to a degree about Otoko, but I feel like the nerf was maybe more
putting a hole
impactful
in
to
that
him.
so that
yeah,
you could deflect him was probably pretty significant.
That plus something, an assist like Vegeta also being nerfed.
Right.
So like not just the legs are nerfed, but the main way that he continued the pressure anyway was also nerfed.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah. So I think that's a good point. Being tall is negative in the game. Not having very damaging overhead low situations in the same way that some of the other characters can set up. I feel like that stuff hurts him.
Yeah, and some people in the chat are even talking about how Dragon Ball FighterZ is a very tier-heavy game.
For sure.
And I've believed that too. But then there's those situations where like Team Goku somehow made top 8 at Combo Breaker. Remember, there's always those guys like kind of defying the odds still. So there's still.
I don't think that it's those are characters that you can make top 8 with.
Yeah.
Like right, like
Goku Black, right? Yeah.
Sure. You can definitely make top 8 with them. Can you win a big major with those characters?
Right.
That doesn't seem likely to me.
Okay.
Doesn't seem likely to me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it was Doza. That's what it was.
Dude, but Yamcha's...
He was Kazunoko's, right?
Yeah. First of all, I feel like he was probably a bit slept on. I don't think he's a great character, but I feel like he's better than people initially gave him credit for. And on top of that, yeah, I don't think he's terrible, man. I think a character who always gets sliding knockdowns and can combo level 1 to level 3 is like... just not, he can't be terrible.
Right.
I don't think he's great, obviously, but I don't think he's terrible. And he has a good assist, so I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the assist is a little overrated too, just because you can't hit anybody with it. Like, if you try to do those air combos and knock them down into assist to continue combos, like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not for that.
Super hard to make that work for some strange reason. It doesn't have a lot of range, and I kind of agree with Takillo that Yamcha might actually be holding Kazunoko back at this point in time. So.
I mean, maybe, like I said, if he wants to continue the trend of just having a lockdown assist, like a Kid Buu or a Gotenks or something.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you need neutral assists in this game.
Yeah,
I don't.
Right.
So
and then of course there's always Hook Gang God who's trying to make Piccolo work so badly.
He's a really good player.
He probably would do better if he switched Piccolo out to somebody else.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Tekken, another game at Dreamhack Austin. A lot of strong players here showing up as well. 7th place, Sigma with Miguel and Bob. 7th place, also Yan with Miguel and Leo. 5th place, Byako with Kazumi. And Booty Thrill with Paul and Lee. 4th was Careless with Leo. 3rd place, NG Obscure with Elisa Noctis. 2nd place, Forwood. It's cool with Akuma.
Yeah, man.
Using Akuma in a different game.
Yeah, why
really
not?
Funny.
Yeah.
And 1st place, PG Speed Kicks with Huarong. Of course, Speed Kicks, one of the strongest players in the United States. So,
yeah.
But, shout outs to Forwood. I think it's funny. He's like, I'm tired of using Akuma in 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to go play him in Tekken instead.
Dude, definitely. He's a very talented player.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Piccolo's not that great. I know you like Piccolo. I know it. I gotta recognize, buddy.
Smash Brothers Melee, 7th place, Entropy, Luigi, Master with Luigi. 7th place, also Arc with Marth. 5th place, Magi with Falco, and Mike Hayes with Fox. 4th place, Liquid Chudat with the Ice Climbers. Yeah. 3rd place, Bananas with Ice Climbers as well. Okay, 2nd place, MSF La Luna with Marth, and 1st place, PG Plup, Sheik and Fox.
Okay.
Plup, of course, on the verge of really kind of breaking into that God's realm right there. Smash Brothers for Wii U. 7th place, Light the Lantern with Zero Samus. Korin. 7th place, Lima with Bayonetta. 5th place, Samsora with Peach, as well as KOL Bleg Konga with Donkey Kong. 4th place, PG MVD with Diddy Kong. 3rd place, IMT Razor and Tai with Mario, Zero Suit Samus, and Cloud. 2nd place, PG Esam Pikachu. 1st place, MSF Larry Lur with Fox.
Okay.
And they also had Blaze Blue Central Fiction there. 4th place, Havoc Noah with... Well, actually, let me go through all, because there's some strong players here. Wow. 7th place, Bojack Azrael. 7th place, Shinku Rachel. 5th place, UIU Beautiful Dude with Relius. And 5th place, Kid Viper with Jin. 4th place, Havoc Noah with 9. 3rd place, Milk Kaicho with Rachel and Mai. Second place, Beta Dude with Ragnar in first place. PGSKD with Izayoi after getting second place at Combo Breaker.
All right.
Guilty Gear Rev 2, seventh place, Ryudo with Faust and Vogue Kun with Kum Hae-hyun. Fifth place, Titan FOFO with Venom and Havoc Noah with Ino. Fourth place, UIU Beautiful Dude with Zato 1. Third place, Kid Viper with Johnny. Second place, Faulty Defense with Answer. And first place, Hamad with Kai Kisk. And he is really setting himself up as one of, if not the strongest U.S. player. Remember, at Combo Breaker, he's the only one who made top 8 on winner's side, I believe.
From the U.S., yeah.
From the U.S. With Kai, and now he's taking Rev 2 here in Dreamhack Austin. Dreamhack has always been a strong Guilty Gear tournament because of players like Kid Viper and Hamad. You know, a lot of strong
Texas
players
has good,
in that
good
area.
gear players.
Exactly, so.
All right. And there were lots of entrants for Brawlhalla. It was a really popular game.
Oh,
there.
Nice. Okay. So Brawlhalla, I'll just do top forward. SSTP Wilson with Ragnar. Third place, CYC Boomy with Hattori. Second place, WC Wrenched with Asuri and Koji. First place, Born Kosolix with Sir Roland and Scarlet.
Wow, can you believe he had Scarlet on that team?
I know, right? That's crazy. Maybe.
Sorry.
Pokken, fourth place.
It looks like a fun game.
I mean, the cool thing about it is it is an alternate Smash game, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of the Smash fans are playing that game. And so I remember they had that tournament, too. It was like $100,000 in prizes or something. It was like $10,000. It was like some crazy amount. So there's definitely a big scene out there.
There is a big scene, yeah.
Fourth place in Pokken Tournament was Kalon CPU 57 with Aegislash. Third place, Bolamar with Decidueye. Second place, BXA Twixie with Aegislash. And first place, TA Slipping Bug with Decidueye. So only 2 characters in the top 4. Yeah, I know. I know you haven't kept up with it as much, right? Sure. I know you enjoyed it and stuff.
It's a good game, but I haven't kept up with it, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that was Dreamhack Austin. It happened this past weekend. It seemed like a good tournament from the outside in general.
Right.
There was the issue. Are we going to talk about this in the little segment or what?
Yeah,
With
let's talk about let's talk about all this stuff because there's a lot of
segments here.